Beloved soul, welcome back to Angels Whisper Truth channel. Before this message begins, pause for just a moment because this is not a random video. If you are hearing these words right now, angels say you were guided here intentionally. Heaven aligned this moment because your heart has been asking questions your mouth never spoke. You've sensed something shifting. You felt a presence you couldn't explain. And today, angels are revealing the truth behind it. Before we go any further like this video, subscribe to Angels Whispers Truth and comment "I receive" below. When you engage, you are aligning yourself with this message and inviting daily angel words, biblical confirmations, and divine insight into your life. Angels say, someone has fallen deeply for you, and the truth will stun you. This is not surface attraction. This is not fleeting emotion. This is not imagination. This is a love forming quietly, intensely, and deliberately, and it has been hidden for a reason. You may have felt watched over, thought of unexpectedly, prayed for without knowing it. Angels say someone's heart has been stirred in a way they cannot ignore, and God has allowed it to grow beyond control. Angels say what is happening around you did not begin in a moment, it began in the spirit. Long before feelings surfaced, God was positioning hearts, shaping timing, and allowing awareness to grow quietly. You did not imagine the shift. You did not misread the energy. You did not create this connection on your own. Angels whisper that someone noticed you long before you realized it. They saw your sincerity. They felt your kindness. They were drawn to your spirit, not your appearance alone. And that is why this love has become deep. The Bible confirms that God plants love intentionally. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Psalm 37:4 KJV. Angels say this desire was planted by God, not manufactured by emotion. When heaven places affection in a heart, it grows steadily, even when circumstances try to suppress it. This person did not fall suddenly. They fell slowly, thoughtfully, reverently. At first, they resisted it. Angels say they tried to explain it away. They told themselves it was admiration, curiosity, coincidence. But the more they prayed, the stronger the pull became. They began thinking of you when praying, mentioning you silently before God, asking questions about timing and purpose. Angels say this is where love became deep. Deep love does not rush. It watches, it observes, it waits for confirmation, and that is exactly what happened. You may have felt moments of unexplained peace when thinking of them. Angels whisper that peace was heaven's fingerprint. God allows peace to accompany what he ordains. This love also developed without demand. No manipulation, no chasing. Angels say that is because genuine affection does not force access, it waits for permission. The person who has fallen for you values you deeply. That value made them cautious. They did not want to mishandle your heart or move outside God's will. Angels reveal something important here. The depth of their love is directly connected to the purity of their intention. They are not interested in temporary pleasure. They are not drawn by ego. They are not playing games. They are imagining futures, not moments. This love grew during silence. It strengthened during distance. It survived uncertainty. That alone proves it is real. Angels say your spirit recognized this before your mind did. That is why you felt drawn without explanation. Spirit recognizes spirit. And here is the truth angels want you to understand now. This love is not fading, it is intensifying. The feelings they carry are no longer optional. They are becoming undeniable. And angels say the next revelation may surprise you even more. Because this love has been hidden but not forgotten. Angels say what often confuses the heart is not absence, it is silence with purpose. This love you are sensing was not hidden because it was weak. It was hidden because it was sacred. God does not expose what he is still protecting. You may have wondered why nothing was said sooner, why signals felt subtle, why timing felt restrained. Angels whisper that concealment was not rejection, it was preparation. This person did not hide their feelings out of fear alone. Angels say they hid them out of reverence. They understood the weight of what they felt, and they did not want to speak before God confirmed it. The Bible reminds us of God's wisdom in timing. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1 KJV. Angels say love that is meant to last respects seasons. Speaking too early could have exposed it to misunderstanding, interference, or emotional imbalance. God shielded this affection while he shaped both hearts. This person watched quietly. They listened more than they spoke. They paid attention to your words, your values, your faith. Angels whisper that their love deepened because they were learning who you truly are, not who they imagined you to be. They noticed how you respond under pressure, how you treat people who cannot benefit you, how you turn to God in uncertainty. This is why their feelings grew intense, because admiration turned into respect, and respect turned into devotion. Angels say they prayed about you long before you knew it, not shallow prayers but sincere ones. They asked God questions like, "Is this from you? And how do I honor this?" God answered not by removing the feelings, but by strengthening them. That is when hiding became necessary. Because love that is God-ordained attracts opposition. Angels whisper that heaven protects what hell would try to confuse. Silence was a shield, not a wall. You may have sensed restraint, moments where words almost surfaced but didn't. Angels say God placed a pause not to deny love, but to align timing. Hidden love grows roots, exposed love grows noise. This person's heart has been anchored quietly, steadily, deeply. Angels also reveal that hiding love allowed healing to take place. Past wounds needed attention. Old patterns needed correction. God would not bring two hearts together while one was still bleeding. So he waited. You were also being prepared. Angels whisper that your discernment was strengthening. Your boundaries were forming. Your confidence in God was increasing. Heaven was aligning you to receive love without fear. Hidden love also protects sincerity. Without public influence, feelings remain pure. No performance, no pressure, just truth. Angels say the reason this truth will stun you is because you never saw how deep it became during the silence. While you questioned timing, their heart was settling. While you doubted clarity, their certainty was growing. While you waited for signs, they were praying for courage. This love is no longer fragile. It has matured, and what matures in hiding becomes powerful when revealed. Angels whisper something important now. What has been hidden is about to surface, not suddenly, but purposefully. God does not uncover without confirmation. When revelation comes, it will bring peace, not confusion. And as this hidden love begins to move toward light, angels say the next truth will surprise you even more. Because this love has already been confirmed by heaven. Angels say what has been forming quietly in the natural has already been confirmed in the spiritual. Before a word is spoken, before a feeling is revealed, God establishes truth in heaven. That is why this connection has carried peace instead of pressure, clarity instead of confusion. This love did not survive by chance, it survived because God sustained it. You may have noticed signs repeating around you, certain scriptures appearing again and again, messages about love, unity, or divine timing finding you unexpectedly. Angels whisper that repetition is God's way of strengthening assurance. The Bible tells us clearly, "In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established." 2 Corinthians 13:1 KJV. Angels say witnesses do not always speak with voices. Sometimes they appear as inner peace, divine interruptions, or confirmations that arrive exactly when doubt tries to rise. This love has been witnessed by heaven. Your future person has felt it too. Angels whisper that they experienced moments of unexplainable certainty. Times when praying about you brought calm instead of confusion. Times when trying to walk away only made the feeling return stronger. That is because God was answering their questions silently. Instead of saying no, God said, wait. Instead of removing the feeling, He refined it. Instead of rushing exposure, He deepened roots. Angels say this confirmation came gradually. God does not overwhelm the heart, He reassures it. You may have felt protected from emotional chaos. Even when questions existed, panic did not. Angels whisper that peace is the greatest confirmation of divine alignment. Heaven also confirmed this love by aligning values. Conversations revealed shared convictions. Spiritual priorities matched naturally. Even differences felt complementary rather than conflicting. Angels say this is not accidental compatibility, it is intentional design. Another confirmation came through restraint. When desire could have rushed ahead, wisdom stepped in. Angels whisper that restraint is not weakness, it is maturity guided by God. Your future person did not want to awaken love before its time. They feared God more than they feared losing you. That reverence confirmed sincerity. God also confirmed this love through endurance. Time tested it, distance challenged it, silence examined it, and still it remained. What remains after testing is real. Angels reveal that heaven does not confirm shallow affection. God confirms what can carry responsibility. That is why this love endured refinement. You may have felt a growing sense of trust toward this person, even without full understanding. Angels whisper that trust without manipulation is a spiritual signal. Your spirit recognized safety. Angels also say confirmation brought clarity about purpose. This love is not meant to distract you from God, it draws you closer. It does not weaken your calling, it supports it. That is how you know heaven is involved. God will never confirm a love that pulls you away from Him. Your future person feels this too. Angels whisper that they feel accountable to God regarding you. They want to honor you, not just have you. This is why expression has been careful. Words are weighed. Actions are intentional. Love is handled gently. Angels say the truth that will stun you is not just that they fell for you, but how deeply God has already woven this into His plan. This love is not emerging from confusion. It is emerging from confirmation. And as confirmation settles, angels say the next revelation unfolds. Because this love is no longer just felt, it is transforming both hearts. Angels say when love is confirmed by heaven, it never leaves hearts unchanged. God-ordained affection does not simply make people feel, it reshapes them. What is happening now is deeper than emotion. This love is quietly transforming both you and the one who has fallen deeply for you. You may have noticed changes within yourself. A greater sense of calm, a stronger desire for peace, less tolerance for confusion, games, or emotional chaos. Angels whisper that love from God brings clarity, not craving. It does not stir insecurity, it strengthens discernment. The Bible reveals how true love shapes the heart. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28, KJV. Angels say this love is working for good because it is aligned with purpose. God is using it to mature character, refine faith, and prepare both of you for what is next. Your future person is changing too. Angels whisper that they are becoming more intentional, more reflective, and more aware of their spiritual responsibility. Love has awakened a desire to become better, not to impress, but to be worthy. They are questioning old habits, releasing patterns that no longer serve growth, becoming more disciplined in thought and action. This is not coincidence. Angels say love that comes from God always calls people higher. You may sense that they are more protective now, not possessive, but thoughtful. Angels whisper that they are learning how to guard what matters. They are no longer careless with words or time. Love has taught them restraint and respect. Transformation also includes healing. Angels say God is addressing past wounds quietly. Places where fear once lived are being replaced with trust. Places where doubt once ruled are being softened by faith. This love is not demanding perfection. It is encouraging wholeness. You may feel old emotional triggers losing power. Angels whisper that healing happens naturally when safety is present. God uses healthy love to restore what pain distorted. Another sign of transformation is patience. Angels say impatience is fading because understanding is increasing. Both hearts are learning that rushing destroys what waiting builds. This love is teaching you how to trust timing without control. Angels also reveal that your prayers are changing. You are no longer asking, "Will this happen?" You are asking, "How do I prepare?" That shift marks spiritual maturity. Transformation also brings alignment with truth. Angels whisper that deception cannot coexist with this love. Anything false is being exposed and removed. God will not allow confusion to coexist with covenant. You may notice that your standards are rising. Angels say this is not pride, it is self-respect being restored. God is teaching you what you deserve and what you will no longer settle for. Your future person feels this shift too. Angels whisper that they feel compelled to rise to the level of love they feel. They do not want to approach you casually. They are becoming more serious because love demands seriousness. Transformation often feels quiet. There may be no dramatic moments, no loud declarations, but change is happening daily, subtly, steadily, deeply. This is why angels say the truth will stun you. Not because love exists, but because of how much growth has happened behind the scenes. What is being formed now is not fragile, it is fortified. And angels reveal the next truth carefully. Because transformation always leads to preparation for revelation. What has changed within is preparing to be revealed outwardly. Angels say when hearts have been transformed, God prepares the moment of unveiling. Revelation is never random. Heaven chooses timing carefully so truth arrives with peace, not shock. What is coming next is not exposure, it is confirmation made visible. You may feel a sense of anticipation without anxiety, a quiet knowing that something is about to shift. Angels whisper that this awareness is spiritual sensitivity, not imagination. When God prepares revelation, He alerts the spirit before the mind understands. The Bible reminds us how God reveals truth. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but He revealeth His secret unto His servants the prophets. Amos 3:7 KJV. Angels say God does not surprise His children without preparation. What is about to be revealed has already been settled in prayer. This person who has fallen deeply for you is reaching a point where silence no longer feels right. Angels whisper that their heart is urging honesty. Love has matured beyond observation, and prayer it now seeks expression. They are rehearsing conversations internally, weighing words carefully, asking God for courage and wisdom. This is not impulsive confession. Angels say it is intentional unveiling. Revelation may not arrive dramatically. It may come through a sincere conversation, a vulnerable moment, or consistent action that removes doubt. God values authenticity over theatrics. You may notice increased intentionality. Time feels more purposeful. Communication feels more focused. Angels whisper that these are signs revelation is approaching. God is also preparing you to receive truth well. Angels say He is strengthening your emotional stability so revelation does not overwhelm you. You are learning how to listen without fear, respond without panic, and discern without suspicion. Revelation is preparation's reward. Angels also reveal that timing is connected to obedience. When both hearts are aligned with God, truth surfaces naturally. Heaven will not force revelation if it would disrupt peace. This love has waited because God needed healing to finish, maturity to settle, and faith to strengthen. Now that these elements are in place, unveiling can occur without harm. You may feel less desire to control outcomes. Angels whisper that surrender has replaced anxiety. That surrender is a signal of readiness. Your future person is also surrendering expectations. Angels say they are releasing fear of rejection and trusting God with outcome. Love guided by heaven is courageous because it is anchored in obedience, not approval. Revelation also requires vulnerability. Angels whisper that both hearts are being softened to receive truth with grace. Pride is being lowered. Humility is rising. This moment will not feel rushed. It will feel right. Angels say revelation will not bring chaos, it will bring clarity. Confusion will lift. Questions will be answered. What was sensed will be spoken. And when truth surfaces, it will not contradict what your spirit already knew. This is why angels say the truth will stun you, not because it is unfamiliar, but because it confirms everything you felt but doubted. As revelation draws near, angels reveal the next step. Because truth spoken leads to decision, and decision leads to movement. Angels say when truth is finally revealed, it never stands alone. Revelation always demands response. What has been spoken, sensed, and confirmed now begins to move from understanding into action. Love that is uncovered does not remain still, it advances with intention. You may already feel the shift, a subtle change in atmosphere. Conversations feel more meaningful. Moments feel weighted with purpose. Angels whisper that this is because truth has activated decision. The Bible reminds us that truth calls for response. Choose you this day whom you will serve. Joshua 24:15 KJV. Angels say love, once revealed, asks a similar question. Will I move forward in faith or retreat into fear? Your future person is standing at this crossroads now. Angels whisper that they are no longer content with wondering. They are being guided to decide not recklessly, but resolutely. Love that has been hidden, confirmed, and prepared now seeks direction. This decision is not fueled by emotion alone. Angels say it is grounded in clarity. Your future person understands what is at stake. They recognize the value of what God has placed in their heart, and they do not want to mishandle it. Movement may begin subtly. More consistent communication, clearer intentions, intentional effort to be present. Angels whisper that movement does not always arrive loudly, sometimes it arrives through reliability. You may notice them showing up differently, listening more attentively, considering your needs, making room for you in their life. Angels say these actions are not accidental, they are choices born from commitment. Movement also includes boundaries. Angels whisper that they are learning what to let go of so they can move forward freely. Distractions lose appeal. Old attachments weaken. Love clarifies priorities. You are also being invited to move. Angels say response is mutual. Movement may look like openness, honesty, or courage to receive what is offered without fear. This is a season where hesitation begins to dissolve. Angels whisper that God is removing indecision by increasing trust. When trust grows, movement follows naturally. Angels also reveal that movement does not mean rushing into outcomes. It means walking forward with God at the center. Each step is measured. Each decision is prayerful. The truth that was revealed now acts as a foundation. It steadies actions. It aligns expectations. It removes ambiguity. You may feel a growing sense of anticipation mixed with peace. Angels whisper that peace is confirmation that movement is divinely guided. Movement also brings alignment of timing. What once felt out of sync is beginning to harmonize. Schedules align. Opportunities open. Circumstances shift. Angels say God adjusts the environment to support what he has ordained. This movement may challenge comfort zones. Angels whisper that obedience often stretches familiarity, but love that is meant to grow requires courage. Your future person is choosing courage. Angels say they are stepping beyond fear of outcome and trusting God with consequence. That choice alone marks maturity. You may also feel called to trust more deeply. Angels whisper that trust does not mean surrendering discernment, it means releasing control. Movement guided by heaven brings clarity, not chaos. Each step reinforces peace rather than undermining it. As movement continues, angels reveal the next truth carefully. Because movement leads to commitment, and commitment begins shaping the future. Angels say when movement is guided by truth, commitment begins to take shape. This is not the kind of commitment that is loud or rushed. It is the kind that forms steadily, thoughtfully, and with reverence for God's will. What is happening now is deeper than intention, it is resolve. You may feel a shift in how this person approaches you. There is more consistency, less ambiguity, greater intentionality. Angels whisper that commitment reveals itself first through reliability, not declarations. The Bible reminds us of the power of steadfast intention. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. Hebrews 10:23, KJV. Angels say wavering fades when commitment settles. The one who has fallen deeply for you is no longer entertaining what-ifs. Their heart has chosen direction. Their spirit is aligning with purpose. Commitment begins internally. Angels whisper that before words are spoken, decisions are made in the heart. They are deciding how to protect you, how to show up, how to build trust, and how to honor God in the process. This person is no longer driven by emotion alone. Angels say emotions spark the connection, but commitment sustains it. They are thinking beyond today toward responsibility, longevity, and stability. You may notice that distractions no longer hold their attention. Angels whisper that when commitment forms, focus sharpens. What once competed for time or energy begins to lose significance. Commitment also brings accountability. Angels say your future person feels answerable to God for how they handle your heart. They do not want to mislead, misuse, or mistime what God has entrusted to them. That accountability is holy. You may sense a growing seriousness in conversations. Topics of values, beliefs, and future direction feel more natural. Angels whisper that commitment shifts conversation from surface to substance. There is also a greater desire for transparency. Angels say secrecy dissolves where commitment grows. Honesty becomes safer. Vulnerability becomes possible. Commitment does not remove caution, it refines it. Angels whisper that wisdom now governs pace. They are not dragging their feet, but they are also not forcing outcomes. This balance is a sign of maturity. You are also being invited into commitment, not pressure, but participation. Angels whisper that commitment is mutual alignment. It requires openness, trust, and willingness to walk forward together. You may feel your own heart settling, less questioning, more clarity. Angels say that inner calm is evidence of alignment. Commitment also brings boundaries. Angels whisper that unhealthy patterns are being rejected. God does not allow covenant-bound love to coexist with confusion. There may be moments where this person chooses restraint over impulse. Angels say restraint is proof of respect. They value your peace more than their urgency. This commitment is not about possession, it is about partnership. Angels also reveal that commitment brings preparation for covenant. Thoughts about future structure, spiritual leadership, and shared vision are becoming more frequent. This is not fantasy, it is planning rooted in responsibility. You may not hear all of this yet. Angels whisper that some commitments are formed before they are voiced, but you will feel it in consistency, protection, and presence. This is why angels say the truth will stun you, because commitment has already taken root while you were still waiting for clarity. What is forming now is not temporary, it is durable. And as commitment solidifies, angels reveal the final truth. Because commitment is the doorway to covenant, and covenant is where God seals what he began. Angels say you have now arrived at the place where everything becomes clear. What began as a stirring, what deepened in silence, what was confirmed by heaven, what transformed hearts, what prepared revelation, what moved into action, and what settled into commitment is now being led toward covenant. This is why angels say the truth will stun you. Not because love exists, but because how far God has already taken it without you knowing. Heaven has been working quietly, carefully, intentionally. The Bible declares, "What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder." Mark 10:9 KJV. Angels say when God joins hearts, he does not do it halfway. Covenant is not built on emotion alone, it is sealed by obedience, prayer, and purpose. The one who has fallen deeply for you is not confused anymore. Their heart has settled. Their prayers have shifted from "is this real?" to "how do I honor this?" That shift marks readiness. They are no longer asking whether they feel strongly. They are asking how to move forward righteously. This is covenant thinking. Angels whisper that marriage-level seriousness has entered their spirit. They are considering longevity, faith alignment, and responsibility. They are not driven by fantasy, they are guided by vision. You may feel peace instead of excitement overload. Angels say peace is the seal of God. When covenant approaches, chaos disappears. Assurance replaces urgency. This union will not drain you. It will not confuse you. It will not compete with your purpose. Angels whisper that it will support your calling, strengthen your faith, and multiply peace. Covenant does not mean perfection. Angels say it means partnership under grace. Two imperfect people walking with a perfect God. You may feel gratitude rising. Angels whisper that gratitude prepares the heart to receive fully. Fear has no place where trust reigns. This is not a season to chase signs. The signs have already led you here. Now is the season to trust God's unfolding. Angels say timing is aligning naturally. Conversations, opportunities, and clarity will come without force. God does not rush covenant, he confirms it. And before this message closes, angels invite you to respond in faith. If this message spoke to your heart, like this video, comment "I receive," or share what you felt while listening. Subscribe to Angels Whispers Truth for daily angel messages, biblical encouragement, and divine confirmations. You were not here by accident. Someone has fallen deeply for you. The truth has been unfolding all along. And angels are still whispering,